Okay. Okay.
All right. Thank you. Well, welcome everyone to tonight's presentation of the AOScan Mobile. We are excited to have you here and just grateful that we get to share this technology with you. My name is Hannah Craig, and tonight I am joined by Stacy Ellie.
Hey.
And Steph Warner.
Hi, everyone.
So the three of us, alongside our dear friend Juliana Malilly, who couldn't be on the call with us tonight, came together about 1.5 years ago with one thing on our hearts, and that was raising the vibration of our planet through empowering others to put their health back into their hands. And through the last 1.5 years, we have built an amazing team with beautiful human beings, some of who likely invited you to this call tonight. And we have helped thousands of people on their healing journey find balance and harmony through the AOScan mobile technology. We have biological dentists, functional medicine doctors, chiropractors, energy healers, moms, dads, massage therapists, and everyone in between using this technology, changing people's lives. And we're just really passionate and excited to be able to share it with you this evening. So that's a little bit about Team Taurus, how we came together, what we do. And before we dive into the technology, I do just want to mention, we would love to hear your questions. Please type them into the chat. And at the end of this presentation, we have saved some time to go over them with you. We're going to just go over the ins and outs of the AOScan technology. But first, we're going to start with just a little background about energy and frequency medicine.
So many of us are familiar with Nikola Tesla, and he said, if you want to understand the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. He was a pioneer in his day. He actually was in the process of creating frequency devices that were going to help people with their medical issues all the way back in the early 1900s. And Albert Einstein said, the future of medicine is the medicine of frequencies. It was almost like a prophecy, and we believe that that future is now. That frequencies to help you put your body back into a state of homeostasis, to guide you back into your natural state of wellness and health is finally here. And everything is energy. Every cell, organ in the body has its own distinctive vibrational frequency or oscillation. When these oscillations are disrupted, whether by injury, diet, or stress, it results in a disruption of that biological function. So when this is not addressed, this can bring about fatigue, depression, illness, disease, and even death. Over the past 20 years, these vibrational frequencies have been isolated, identified, and cataloged. And this actually goes back as far as the 1980s, when Russian and German scientists discovered that there are over 120,000 unique frequencies in the human body. How amazing is that? Okay. Sorry, this having a bit of problem changing slides. There we go. I can get to the next one. Okay. Sorry, everyone. Get back out of here. Okay. Having some technical difficulties.
Okay, thank you. So here we are. What is the AOScan? I've got mine here. I'm sending myself some frequencies. Let's talk a little bit about what the AOScan mobile device is. It's a bioresonance frequency generator educational tool that identifies specific frequencies in the human body, identifying that whether they are energetically in balance or out of balance. This is based on, like Steph mentioned, a database of more than 120,000 frequencies that were found to be the same in every person. So the device scans you, identifies what's energetically out of balance, and then sends the optimizing or balancing frequencies back to your body to shift you into that homeostatic state. This technology was originally created in 2008 by a man named Lawrence Swenson. He created this big, huge computer that did this practitioner grade device, we call it, that was $38,000. Then over time, he realized just how much he had with this technology, and he truly wanted to make it more available to other people. So he created the mobile version. And slowly but surely, since January of 2001, the mobile version has evolved into 95% of what we had, or what he originally developed on the practitioner grade device. So that's pretty amazing. And we'll get to that reason at the end of this, but just remind and keep that point in your head that this once was a $38,000 device. Right. We're going to go to the next slide. There we go.
Now we're going to dive into the programs of the AO scan. And the very first one we're going to talk about tonight is the Inner Voice program. This one is unique and exclusive to the AO scan. It takes a 10-second recording of the sound of your voice and analyzes 2,000 different frequencies across your voice's tone, pitch, and pattern. It will then identify the top 4 emotional imbalances and instantly generate 4 custom harmonizing music files to balance your emotional state. Did you know that the sound of your voice is directly connected to your emotions, to your health? It's really truly amazing. And as an emotion code practitioner, I can tell you that every single time I do this scan, it is spot on for the things that I am feeling. And then once I listen to those music files, it helps me to feel so much more peaceful and balanced. So let's take a look at what the Inner Voice reports look like. Okay, the Inner Voice report will show you one of the top 4, or of the top 4 emotions that are out of balance. So let's say this time you're feeling a little low self-esteem. It's going to give some descriptions of what a self-accepting person might feel like, and some descriptions of what it might look like if you were feeling unworthy, undeserving. And what's interesting is every single note in the sound of your voice is directly associated with one of the colors in the rainbow scale. So it's going to recommend a certain color that you need to help rebalance or shift this particular emotion. In this case, it would be gold. And we have what we call light wave optical glasses that you can wear after doing your scans and while listening to your music, or for just 15 minutes a day. And it really does help to change your emotions. And over here we see a little bit more of the report talking about more specifically rejection and worthiness or self-confidence, maybe some viruses or parasites that might be the root cause of these emotions, and then some suggestions that are made to enhance your life, to help you to feel better and to support the systems that may be impacted by the negative emotions that you're experiencing. So that is the Inner Voice program. Next, we will chat about vitals.
So let's talk about the vital scan. I love this vital scan. It scans the energetic state of your blood biology. So when you think about this, like, how many times do we go to the doctor and spend all this money to have all this blood work done when we have something that can do it for you? And it scans over 600 items. It identifies energetic imbalances in areas such as toxins, hormones, micro and macro minerals, allergies, sensitivities, heavy metals, and more. It sends you balancing frequencies to guide the body towards homeostasis. So what's interesting that I wanted to share about the vital scan, here's the vitals report. And so what's interesting is it will give you this total report sometimes that seems a little overwhelming, but what is so beautiful is that it will tell you everything that's going on with just about everything in your body. And so I used to work at this holistic practitioner place, and what's so interesting is people would spend $10,000, like it would spend so much money to do all this blood work on, do I have parasites? Do I have Epstein-Barr? Do I have this? Do I have that? And this is something that will give you a full-on report of what is going on with your body right now. And so to give you an example, like with me, I had on my vitals report, it showed up a fibroadenoma in my breast for a while before I even noticed the lump. And then I noticed it. And so then I was like, oh, okay, now I need to go figure out what's going on with that. And so it's so interesting because it'll pick up stuff before you even know it's there. And so that is what's so beautiful about it. We can really track what is going on with our bodies before we even know on a physical level what is really going on. It's beautiful.
Thank you, Stacey. Yes, the whole kind of having an idea before it manifests into the physical, the beautiful thing about energy work. So now we're going to talk about the next program on the AO Scan device, and this is the comprehensive scan. This scan is often referred to as being similar to an MRI or a CT scan. And why is that? Well, it's going to scan the following in your body: your musculoskeletal system, so muscles, tendons, connective tissue, bones. It's going to scan your organs, so your stomach, intestines, kidney, liver, the list goes on, thyroid. And it's going to identify what's energetically out of balance and then send the balancing frequencies back to your body. Now, what is so unique about this scan is it can scan everything in your body on an anatomical and physiological standpoint, but it uses something called an intelligence scan, pulling the information based on your inner voice scan and your vital scan to identify what really needs to be addressed for the day. So in just under 5 minutes, sometimes even less, you can have a picture of what needs to be worked on for the day and how your body is doing, the anatomy of your body is doing. So it also allows you to select and deselect. So for example, if I have somebody that comes to me with knee pain, I will just go in and scan everything in their right knee, their bones, their muscles, their tendons, and it will show me what is energetically out of balance. And so I had a client this week who was waiting to get in for an MRI after a skiing accident. And she knew her knee hurt, but she had no idea why. Well, sure enough, and we'll flip to the next slide here so we can show you an example of what the report looks like. It's similar to vitals, but sure enough, the scan was able to pick up on what tendon that she tore. So she was relieved in the sense of knowing, but also a little unsettled knowing what she was headed into with her doctor's appointment. But overall, grateful to have that information and not have to worry any longer. So this is a sample of the report, the comprehensive report. You can see at the top there, this is of the liver, and it's going to scan you on the right-hand column or the right-hand side. You'll see it says 38% from ideal. So when it scans, it's identifying what's energetically out of balance. And then the next column, the left column, is after it sent the optimizing frequencies. And so you can see that shift in improvement went from 38% to 32%. You know, ideally, everybody would be at 0% if we lived in a perfect world. But certainly this tool helps you get as close to that as you can be, given everything that's in your control. So that is the comprehensive scan. I know our chiropractors love this scan. It's helpful to, you know, what nerves they're working on. I've used it a lot post-COVID to look at the cardiovascular system, the veins and arteries and the heart with my clients. So it's been, it's a handy program amongst all 7 that we have. So next we're going to jump into the next program, Steph.
Yep. All right, so I'm going to cover one of my favorite parts of the AO scan, and that is called the supplement library. So the way that the AO scan works, it can not only just scan biofeedback of your body, but it can also scan for the energetic signature of supplements. It can scan things like tinctures, pills, herbs, essential oils, anything that you may have at home in your wellness kit, you can add to the supplement library. It actually captures the energetic signature of your supplements and then categorizes and stores them as a frequency in a digital library. So how does that work? Well, you have your scanner and you go into this little supplement library area here where you enter in the name of the supplement, the dose size, maybe it's a capsule, maybe it is a tablet, or maybe it's a dropper. And you enter that information in, and then you set the supplement on the screen. You would only use the dosage size, so you wouldn't take the whole entire bottle. You would take a few drops of this and put it in maybe a little glass vial right on top of the screen, and then you click that scan button, and in just 5 seconds, it scans it, captures the energy of it, identifies what that very unique energy signature is, and then stores that information into the library. So what do you do with this? How do you use that? Well, anytime you go into the easy scan or the quick scan section of the AO scan, when you are conducting the biofeedback scan on yourself, it is going to compare the energy of your body to the energy of your supplement library. And it is going to identify the top 6 supplements that are most in resonance with you in that moment. And I can tell you from personal experience, this is so incredibly accurate based off of what you are feeling, experiencing, symptoms that you may have. I've used this on myself and my children anytime we have an illness. This has actually helped me to identify when illnesses are coming on before symptoms are even present, and helped me to shorten the time that we are able to recover from them because I'm able to get ahead of it so much more quickly. So this is an incredibly powerful piece. And you know, if you're a practitioner, I'd like to go into a little bit about the quick scan, because if you're a practitioner and you are wanting to identify which of your supplements out of your entire catalog that you may have in your clinic are most in resonance with a patient in that moment or a client, you can do a 10-second quick scan. And the scan can analyze and compare the client or patient, and you can see the top 6 supplements truly in 10 seconds, rather than going through and muscle testing every single one, trying to guess what might work for them, giving them something that they might not even need. Now you will know exactly what that person is in resonance with, and it's just an amazing tool to have. Okay, so let's see here. We do have a testimony from Lindsay. And Lindsay, if you want to unmute yourself, we'd love to hear your story.
Hey guys, it's so good to see all of you here. Sorry, I'm not showing my face right now. It's been a very long day. But it's good to be here with y'all. And yes, I have an amazing testimony. I love the supplement library. I agree with Steph. It is one of my favorite things ever. It's also saved me a ton of money because I have taken a lot of herbal remedies over the years. And so I have a huge library and I put them all in, and then it'll show me exactly what I need for the day. So I'm not taking anything that I don't need for that day. And I'm taking exactly what I do need. So it does save money too. And it makes things a lot simpler for your life. You don't have to go through, like Steph said, and muscle test everything. So I wanted to test it the other day. I was having horrible allergies. I don't know if anybody else has been hit by allergy season. It's been pretty bad here in Arkansas. So I went to the health food store. I muscle tested a few things, and I was getting that I needed this astragalus reishi combination. And so I bought it, I brought it home, I put it directly into my supplement library, and I was like, okay, we're just going to test it and see what happens, because I knew my body needed it. So I did a scan, an easy scan, and sure enough, that popped up. It was on the list. It was astragalus reishi, I think magnesium, and then it showed me like 4 or 5 of the homeopathics that are in our library. So I imprinted those, and then I took my astragalus reishi, and I scrolled down to see the allergies that it brought up. Well, there was like 4 or 5, maybe 2 or 3 weeds, cedar tree, and a grass. Well, just because out of curiosity, I wanted to prove again that this is such an accurate device. So I Googled all of the allergenics in Arkansas, and I scanned through the trees, the weeds, and the grass. Well, even up to my area, to my city, because it even has the cities on there. And all of the ones that it showed up on mine were specific for my area. So that to me was a huge like testimony, because those are the prominent ones here. And it actually brought up the herbal medicine that I needed for that day. So I proved again to myself what this thing can do. So I'm completely in love with this device, and I made a reel about that story, and I've been telling everybody. So, and then you can also send yourself frequencies, of course, for allergies to help out. And it helped me a lot. So anyway, I had to share that. Love you guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Lindsay. And yeah, she just touched on a little bit about sending yourself frequencies with the AO scan, and Hannah is going to get into that with the CEPHE program.
Okay, so dare I say, we all have favorites on this device, and every program serves a purpose. We've talked about the inner voice, which addresses the emotions. The vitals and comprehensive scan really help to get to the root cause of what's going on in your body. And as you're scanning and optimizing through those programs, working on shifting to a more balanced state, sometimes we want relief right here, right now. And so that's where CEPHE comes in. CEPHE stands for Subtle Energy Frequency Imprinter. It is the powerhouse of this device for many reasons. And the first reason I'll mention is because you can use this program to help anyone, anywhere in the world. You do not have to be next to or with the person that you are trying to support with the thousands of frequencies that are in this program. So CEPHE uses scalar wave technology to imprint or broadcast frequencies to anyone around the world. We have a very comprehensive list to support both emotional and physical health challenges. You can send things for stress-free, love, forgiveness, gratitude, inner peace. 2 of my favorites that I use on a daily basis as a practitioner are energetic clearing. I want to make sure I get my space and aura ready to start my day. But then after each client, I want to clear my energy and make sure I'm ready to move into the next situation. And then I put up the shield in between clients too, to just help protect me. There's also hundreds of frequencies for things ranging from abdominal pain to worms, if you name it, there's a frequency for it. We have virus frequencies, if you know what I'm talking about. We have taste and smell frequencies. We have frequencies for constipation and headaches and hormonal imbalances. The list goes on and on. Detox frequencies. So mold detox, Lyme detox, vaccination detox, virus, bacteria, Candida, thyroid support, Epstein-Barr virus detox. The list goes on and on and on. One of the things I love about this device is you can really cater it to yourself, your family member, or your client, depending on what you want to work on, by creating a playlist for them, where you can select up to 10 frequencies to broadcast to them after you've created their profile and the device, their energetic signature. Using the scalar wave technology is able to locate them and send these frequencies to them. And so I've been helping people with a myriad just this week of illnesses that I thought I'd share with you so you can get an idea. Someone suffering from a UTI, within 2 days, her symptoms improved by 95%. 2 clients came to me with lower back pain this week. I've been helping someone who is end stage cancer just stay comfortable and at peace. I've been helping a college kiddo who's going through some loneliness and trauma after a breakup. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And I'm so, I know we all feel so blessed to be able to support people in this way because it's easy, it's simple, and it's effective. And so, I mentioned imprint also. Steph mentioned you can imprint your frequencies, your supplement frequencies into water, but you can also take some of these frequencies and imprint them into things like precious metal, your crystal jewelry. Everything is energy, so everything will hold on to that vibration. And for me, the reason why I came to this device and decided to add it to my toolbox personally was after imprinting cystitis frequencies onto my wedding rings. I had had a cyst in my breast for 10 years. And after 3 days of wearing my rings, it had disappeared. So everything is energy, shifting the body. I was blown away. I thought, well, if it can do that, how else can it help me and my family and the rest of the world? So here we are, a year and a half later. It's a great program and one I know that we all use daily.
Yes, absolutely. I second that. I feel like there's never a moment that my CEPHE frequencies are not running, either for myself, a family member, a client. They are so powerful, and it's amazing because they can be used and sent to anyone, anywhere in the world. And that is the beauty of quantum physics and quantum entanglement. And I do want to go back one slide real quick, just because I want to have you guys take a quick look of what a easy scan report looks like. Here's where our top supplements are listed. Scrolling through, it even scans your chakras, your meridians, and then gives really comprehensive information about what those things mean. This is going pretty fast here, but this is the vital scan where you can see different imbalances. And you could,
these aren't on the table.
So this is what it looks like. And when you tap on an item in the comprehensive scan report, you can actually see the anatomical view, a 3D view, and the location of it in the body. And we always like to remind everyone that this is an educational tool. And what better way to educate yourself, your family, and your clients than to have something that is handheld, that you can actually visualize and in seconds and minutes figure out what is happening in your body. We like to say that this device is helping people to put their health back into their hands. And as an added bonus, Stacy, if you want to chat real quick about how it can help our pets.
Sure. Who does not love their fur babies? And there are people in this world that will do anything to help their fur babies. And so this is something that has been a somewhat recent upgrade, but you can actually scan your pets. And so right now you can scan your horse, your dog, and your cat, but I think there are more pets that are going to be added sometime soon. And so what's amazing is literally you can scan your dog, you can scan your dog's chakras and meridians and all of those things. And so it is beautiful. And what is so amazing too is we have a tendency with this device to not think about using it with our pets, but you can send all of the same CEPHE frequencies too that are included in the whole CEPHE library, which are like thousands of frequencies. And so I'll give you an example. I have somebody in my success line, she's in the UK, and she has a beautiful little baby doggy who is older, and she had glaucoma in the eye, and they could not get the pressures down in her eye. And it was so amazing to see where the vet actually wanted to take her pet's eye. And so she was scanning her dog over like a series of every single day doing the vital scan and all of that, but also sending CEPHE frequencies, and was able to get that pressure down so that they could save that eye. And so when you think about that, it's like, you know, when we talk about allopathic medicine, it's like everything has gotten to a certain point with diagnostics and stuff like that, but veterinary medicine has not. And so when you have a tool like that, think about what you could do with your animal. And so it just becomes so beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I just can't wait to see what's going to happen with this.
Absolutely. I love that. That's so cool. I love all the things that we're able to prevent happening just by using frequencies alone. And I do want to just let everyone know that's posting questions in the chat. We are going to address those here in a minute towards the end. So I just want everyone to take a moment and consider this. What tool do you have that can easily give insight to your health with detailed reports within minutes? How many medical expenses could you avoid if you could identify the root cause of your health issues from home? And what kind of health issues could be prevented if you could optimize your body daily with frequencies? These are questions that we all asked ourselves when we first discovered the AO scan. And I can tell you from personal experience that I now cannot ever see myself living without this device. Not because I have become totally dependent on it, but because it has given me so much more freedom. Freedom to choose what I want to do with my health. Freedom to choose how I want to heal, the choices that I want to make about the different supplements that I want to use, about the different paths I want to take with different types of doctors, and really understanding what is going on inside my body without having to ask permission from an insurance company, from a doctor, from anyone else. It is now up to me, and I get to decide what to do with that information, which professional to take it to if I feel like it gets to that point. And also, I can now help my children so much more easily because I can understand their emotions that they are feeling. And I can understand the biology, the energetics of things that are happening in their body and where they might need support at different times. So do you have anything in your life like this yet? And is this something that you could benefit from? Would this improve your life in any way? Just think about those questions, and we would love to answer any questions that you do have. And I want to go into now everyone's, the $1 million question. How much does it cost? Well, are you ready to raise your vibration? Because even though this used to be a $38,000 practitioner level device, it is now available to you for only $495 and the equivalent of $5 a day. Our subscription is a monthly subscription to access all of the programs, the features, and the frequencies that we showed you, and it is $149 a month. And for only $5 a day, you can support your whole entire family. In fact, you can even start a business with this. You can incorporate it into an existing business or practice if you already have one. And that is where you can become a quantum living advocate. As a QLA, as we call it, you can become a distributor of the device, like many of us here have chosen to do. And to my knowledge, this is the only product or item on the market that you can both purchase, use for yourself, and build a business with by selling it and sharing it with others, and build a business with by using it to scan others and help them to see and look deeper into their health issues. So to become a quantum living advocate, it's $495 for the device. Again, an absolute steal of a deal because I thought this thing was going to be like $2,000 or $3,000 when I first heard about it. It's $49 annually to enroll, $149 a month, and it has an amazing business opportunity attached to it. Now, the business opportunity may not be for everybody, and that's okay. We have over 500 people now who have joined our team, and it's not just practitioners, it's not just energy healers. We have moms, we have dads who just want to take care of their kids. We have individuals who don't have any children, who just care a lot about their health. We have biohackers on our team. We have this amazing community that we have created and developed over the last year, actually about 15 months now, and we would love to have you join us. But we know that for some, this price point may be a little bit of a stretch. And so we want to at least let you know and educate you that there is a way for you to get this for free. And by simply sharing the AO scan with 3 people, you can completely have your investment in the device reimbursed and then some, and your monthly subscription is completely paid for. And this is just based off of the commissions that you earn from sharing it and the commissions that you earn monthly from the active subscriptions that you enroll. So who do you know who would love to learn about the AO scan technology? Because I'm guessing that if you are someone who is interested, you know at least 3 other people who have similar interests to you, who can see how this might benefit them as well. So what we're asking of you tonight is just to hear from us, learn more about this device, and we are always here to support you. And Hannah is going to share a little bit more about, if you were to join us, what that might look like moving forward.
Yes, of course, we would love to welcome you onto Team Taurus. And we want you to feel confident with using your device and, of course, be successful, not only so that you can feel the positive shifts that the AO scan can do for you personally, but also those you care about and love about and want to support in your community. So when you join Team Taurus, well, first, when you join Solex, which is the name of the company that distributes the AO scan mobile technology, you will automatically receive access to basic training through Solex University. So basic training includes everything you need to know about how to use your device. And then some. And so then we have weekly calls with our corporate, with Solex, and then we do weekly team calls. And each week we have a different topic. We try to have guest speakers come on. We also sometimes just open it up to a Q&A. We share testimonies. We love to hear from you all. We love to learn from our team. We're better together. And so the team calls are something we really value and appreciate. We also have 2 Facebook groups. One is for those who have joined our team to be able to ask questions, share ideas, and it's also a place for us to be able to share training and resources for our team. And then another Facebook group called Quantum Essentials, and that is our education group where you can bring people in to learn more about the AO scan technology, as we are regularly posting in that group testimonies, examples of what the device can do, the technology can do. And then we have monthly presentations like what we're doing tonight as well. So we truly want you to feel supported. We want you to feel confident in using your device, and we want you to be successful. And that is why we are here for you. So basic training is a great place to start. So nothing beats the experience of the AO scan. Try it out. Reach out to the person who invited you here and ask for an introductory scan, or maybe tell them a health challenge you've been dealing with and let them share with you some frequencies that can support you. Experiencing it firsthand is what is going to help you decide whether or not you resonate with this technology and the device and this team as a whole. So Steph, are you ready to jump into questions and answer? We're so grateful for hanging out with us tonight and learning with us.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you all so much for being here. I'm going to reiterate this as well, that if you haven't done an introductory scan yet, I highly recommend it, and get with the person who invited you tonight so that you can sign up for that if you are ready and willing to learn more. And just a quick disclaimer that nothing that we shared tonight is intended as medical advice, and the AO scan is not a medical device. It does not diagnose, treat, or cure any disease. And so with that said, let's go ahead and dive into some of the Q&A. I saw a few questions. So someone was mentioning about bacteria, a bad bacteria in the gut that maybe was showing up on a scan. And is it best for it to go down to a 1 on the scale of 1 to 9, or a 5? And so a 5 is what we are looking for. A 5 means balanced. 5 means that that area of your body is happy and it has gone back into homeostasis. Because we're never, eliminating, fully eliminating bacteria or viruses. Sometimes they will always be a part of us, and we just want to make sure that they are in a happy state or a dormant state, and then they won't be bothering us as much. And let's see here. Yes, okay. So does it come with a supplement library, or do you have to add all the supplements in? So Solex has added a pretty extensive list of homeopathics to the library, as well as what they call homeoenergetics. And that is another just amazing, super powerful list of things that are like homeopathics or designed to detox the body in natural ways, frequencies that they have found that can definitely support certain issues and symptoms that you may be experiencing. So those are already included, but we want you to add the supplements that you already have at home, right? Because what you already have at home is what has already resonated with you. And this is just going to help you simplify and help you select which ones you need in any given moment. And it's really easy to do. It takes just like a few minutes to enter all of them in. Okay. All right. Yes, and tonight's call will be recorded. If there is anyone that you would like to share this with, anyone that came to mind that you think would be interested in learning more about the AO scan, we are just here to help you put your health back into your hands. You can find us on Facebook in the private group Quantum Essentials. We would love to have you join us to learn more. And again, thank you all so much for being here tonight, Hannah and Stacy. Thank you for helping to lead this call and sharing your stories. And we hope that we get to meet all of you, or at least help all of you at some point with the AO scan in the future. Have a good night, everyone.
Take care. Good night. Thank you.